Just gonna do I guess a quickie. Let's see, live chat on, participate. Let's do subscribers. All right. So, man, what a month. What a month. Hey, Jenny, how you doing? You notice I'm not in the Batmobile here? But that's okay. I'll fix my car myself. So I had it fixed, and then I guess it wasn't. It started leaking oil again. So the mechanic wasn't that great on that part. But I kind of knew that it might not get fixed because it needs a whole new valve cover gasket, or valve cover, including gasket. But whatever. I took a chance, and I lost some money on it. So it's all good. But man, what a month. We got fraud after fraud. It's like a daily fraud routine. And shit, I mean, look what's happening in Minnesota. That's crazy. People are protesting. Even Long Island Audit is not fully on their side. I don't know. I tend not to pick sides, because when politics become a problem on a channel, then I don't know. I just don't want to get on it. But no one should die going to a protest, but also no one should do what they did as well. So I'm kind of neutral on that kind of stuff. I don't want to choose sides. Protesting is our First Amendment right, but as far as look at Don Lemon. He went into a church saying that it's his First Amendment right to protest inside a church. I don't think so. I mean, if you saw his full live, he even says what their intent, and their intent was to disrupt and not really protest. So that kind of got him in trouble, which was really stupid. I don't like what he said and he's doing, because it kind of makes us look stupid, us as press, public press. So, I mean, if he was out there just out on a sidewalk and not going inside the church, I would agree with him, with Don Lemon. But he wasn't. He had the intent of disrupting and going inside the church, according to his own live video, which probably is the thing that got him in trouble. And I hope that First Amendment auditors know better than do things like that. There's limits to what we do, and going on to private property is not a First Amendment right. So this is my microphone today. This is actually my phone holder that I use on my audits. This is all I have, is just my phone and this little guy. So yeah, and so much fraud going on in Minnesota, California, Chicago. Did you guys hear about Mr. Ahmed getting caught? I guess he was working for the hospital. He took like $900 million of COVID money and set up like fake COVID places, something like that. I don't know, read about it. It's like a Chicago hospital. It's crazy, $900 million out of our tax money, and we're still paying taxes, April 14th is coming soon, and people are stealing our money. And then in California, some new fraud where I forgot what those places are called, where people go to die. Yeah, they're signing up fake people with fake, allegedly fake people with fake medical conditions. It's mostly like Medicaid fraud. but it's by the service provider, not the individual. So it's the service providers that are causing these things, and it's insane how much we have to pay in taxes, or we're losing money in taxes, and then our taxes go up, and we can't afford shit here in the United States. I'm not sure how it is in Australia, Jenny. But yeah, I think people are sick of it, and the whole Minnesota thing is insane. So I talked to my financial friend that worked in banking for like 20 years, and he's like, yeah, this whole debt was like $8 trillion debt is not sustainable. We only got like 1 or 2 years left. It's the same. We only got like 1 or 2 years left, and that's why they have to sell the 2-year notes just to pay for the interest on this debt. So a lot of people don't know that, and that's why they're going after fraud. So I'm here at a higher level of thinking, not just the boneheads running around screaming crazy shit. So that's why the government is going after these places, because it's not sustainable. And you don't want the government to go bankrupt, or, well, I don't think they will go bankrupt. They're just going to print more money, and then inflation's going to get out of hand. Because one way to pay down the debt is to make the debt smaller, which is inflation. They just print more money to pay down the debt. And then, by the time your kids are grown, your tax bill is going to be out of hand, and everything's going to cost so much, and your money's going to be worthless. And that's already happening, where just things cost a lot more. Actually, I wanted to start this live today to thank everyone for 7,000 subscribers. I'm really thankful for that. And I know I haven't been doing a lot of audits. I've been doing just YouTube shorts, commentary, and stuff like that. That's because I'm kind of stuck in the house. So otherwise, I'd go out and look how cold it is. Check it out. It's just freaking cold out there. And here's Lake Michigan right behind all that. I'm right by Lake Michigan, so. Hey, Linwood Jones, how you doing? Duper Trooper, hey, how you doing? Yeah, it's cold out there. I was watching your videos. I think I even did some commentary on one. Oh yeah, Duper. I did a question about one of your videos where you walk up to the police guy, and he went after you. So I was interested to see what people think. I wasn't choosing sides or anything like that. So if you want to go through and see what people think about all that, it's in one of my short videos. Kind of brisky. Yeah, it's freaking, how much is it? It's 19 degrees right now. It's going to be snowing today. I am in a really fancy part of Illinois, right next to Lake Michigan. Really, really nice here. But I'm like in between chores right now, dropping off my wife, picking up the kids. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Yes, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. I allowed only subscribers on this chat because I don't want to see all the stupid shit that people that I don't care about want to say. I like the people that subscribe to my channel to talk. So, well, thank you. And thank you for the 7,000 subscribers. Really, really cool. Yeah, I don't want to stay like dormant just because I'm not going out. So I'm doing things every day just to get my speech and talking to the mic and all that stuff a little bit better. So hopefully when it warms up, I'll get that damn car fixed by myself. They quoted me $3,000 at the dealer, and the guy's like, "Yeah, just do it yourself. Just do it yourself. That's just too much." So, yeah, I'm gonna be reporting on more fraud. Maybe I'll be the frauditor. So, I don't know why they call us frauditors, because we do report fraud. So maybe that's it. Yeah. Are we frauditors? I think it's stupid when the other channels say, "Oh, he's a frauditor." Well, maybe we are frauditors. Well, whatever. We report fraud. We find fraud. There's a lot of fraud going on. So the fake Medicaid companies and all that stuff. But I don't know. What do you guys think about Long Island Audit not taking sides? I mean, on the protest. I mean, what's your take on it? Kind of, yes, and he's been getting a lot of hate for that, it seems like. So anyway, I still gotta go pick up my son, take him to a basketball game. So yeah, first hearing. Oh yeah, so Long Island Audit went to Minnesota, and he's not for the protest, but he's not for the shooting of people either. I'm not for shooting people as well. I mean, that should not happen. And then people were saying, "Oh yeah, fuck around, find out," stuff like that. I wish people would really think before they do things. Yeah, it's like a common sense type of stance. The way I think about it as well is, if I'm gonna go out and do something, I know if I'm gonna get in trouble for it or not. And would I do such a thing and go that far as the other people? I would say no. I would not go that far for politics. I would never do anything for politics or for a politician, because I think they're just trying to hide the fraud, and that's just a diversion from all the fraud. And I myself would not get involved in that. If it was something important, that's different. But causing problems just to cause a diversion, and it's a First Amendment right, free speech, whatever. That's different. They're just using people as pawns to fight for their agenda, I think, because we should get rid of that fraud. Because, like I said, I talked to a banker yesterday. We had a good 3-hour conversation, and he's like, it's not sustainable. They're just going to print more money, and we're going to be broker. So that's my stance on it. It's a high level, more detailed stance than just going out and doing stupid shit and saying, "Oh, it's my First Amendment right." But I think there's levels to all this stuff. There's the First Amendment right auditors, which are supposed to be at the bottom, which are neutral. They're not agitators. They don't incite things. And then there's the people that try to incite things, and then there's the agitators. So First Amendment rights is none of that. We're just going out there to see if our First Amendment rights are still there. So Jenny says he's all about the U.S. Constitution. If people have a problem with that, then they can unsubscribe. Yeah, I agree with that. It is about the Constitution and not about hiding fraud. So, but I think people that go out there should really think about the intent of this whole the whole thing, and including the signal chat, which was ran by Tim Waltz and his people. I mean, just knowing that would just turn me off. I mean, I would never do anything for a politician. No politician. Jenny says, then they're the uneducated, ignorant. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on that I don't think people really are thinking about. They're just doing the whole group thing, the whole psychological, oh, let's go out, we're going to protest this because it's bad, because someone says it's bad. But there's no real thought behind it, and I wish people just kind of looked into what they're actually doing. Yeah. And that's just causing a diversion. Lee's afraid to take stance shocking, but I can understand him now. And well, yeah, because once you take a stance, you lose half of your customers or your subscribers. But yeah, I just ask people to think about what they're doing. Think about the intent, the whole intent. The key word here is intent. What is the intent of this whole thing? Okay, there's two sides. What are their intentions? Are they good intentions or are they bad intentions? You know? So I guess the word of the day today is intent. Are you there to cause trouble? Are you there because of First Amendment rights? Because I see that there's a lot of people there for the First Amendment rights, just protesting and not doing anything bad. But then there's the agitators, and their intentions are different. But I would say they're making some of the First Amendment rights people look kind of bad, like we don't know what our First Amendment rights are. But you know, a lot of the 1A auditors, we know the limits, and the rights stop at the private property. Jenny says, as I said earlier, Leah is all about the U.S. Constitution. Yeah. Linwood Jones, violence is definitely not the answer. No, it's definitely not the answer. That's just a diversion for what's going on with, I think, my opinion is the fraud. Because why would the fraudsters run a signal chat to rally up people with First Amendment, type of rhetoric, and to go out and attack and do crazy things? I think exposing that whole signal chat is kind of tells what the intent of this whole thing is. I mean, yeah, go out and do your First Amendment thing, but don't go beyond that. Don't do a favor. Don't be a pawn in the whole game of stealing billions of dollars from your community, because you're paying for that. The only losers there are the residents. 100%. It doesn't matter what happens. The losers are the residents that pay the taxes for Minnesota, and also the taxpayers. Look at all that overtime with the cops and the feds. It's crazy. So just think about that. That's going to be, maybe someone should FOIA all the overtime that's getting put into that. I'm sure it's like millions, tens of millions of dollars of overtime. And a lot of these cops are making $120,000, $150,000 a year, and that's just the regular rate. Add overtime to that, and they're living real good. Thanks for the live. See you again soon. All right, I'll see you, Linwood Jones. Yeah. But anyway, I just want to check in. I'm still here. My situation with the car is, I kind of have a older expensive car, so it's expensive to fix if you don't do it yourself. Not necessarily the parts are expensive. It's just, nobody wants to touch it because it might break. I mean, the engine's like made of plastic, basically. And that's how cars are today. It kind of sucks. So, yeah, go out there, be safe, think about what you're doing. I tell the auditors, go out there and know your intent. What's your real intent in doing something? Are you there to cause a problem? Or are you there to see if you still have your rights, your First Amendment rights? That's the whole thing. Because there was an auditor, I don't want to say who, they went out, they caused a problem, and then at the end of the video, it's like, oh, well, and then they gave him their intent, and their intent was like, yeah, here to cause a problem. And I'm like, oh, geez, why would you ever say that? That's just making us look bad. So, yeah. And we're not there to make statements. We're there to question things, because once you make statements, then, you could be charged for libel, and you don't want to do that. But ask all the questions you need. So anyway, I want to thank some of the other auditors that I've been talking to, like Yaya, and what's the other one? Sorry, I'm looking at something over here. I'm kind of illegally parked at a no parking. Actually, I'm stopping, so I'm not parking. Anyway, all the Illinois auditors, you guys are doing a good job, and things are changing here at least. So anyway, I'll see you on the next one. I got to go get my kid ready, so I'm not sure when my next live is going to be. It's whenever I get the opportunity to talk to you guys. But I'm still going to be doing the shorts commentary, so that I could keep the momentum going. So anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.